I am applying this red on top and it's working. It's working. I will apply another little bit more darker and then see is it working or not. Yes, it's working. Okay, and if you want to make it more dark, so more dark option is you can go with black, or I have the dark violet color here. It's a dark violet in my set. You have to pick which one is close to black instead of directly adding black. It's always good idea to pick a little bit lesser than that darker color. So this is my black and this is my violet. So it's up to you which option you want to go with, right? And even I have a brown, so I also sometimes face issue when I'm working with the red kind of tones, red, orange, yellow. These are the very soft colors in pastels. But when we go with brown, so brown is little bit always hard, which I experience in different brands. If I layer it, sometime it works, sometime it doesn't work. Okay. So I'm using brown here. If your brown is not working, so what you have to do, simply just change your pastel. Either you use your black, or you use your violet, or you use your this color, brown. Any of these you can use. Right? So this is how we do the poppies. Again I'm going to apply. Now this time it's different kind of yellow. You can create any random shapes. I did this, and now I can use orange. Check that orange is working on top or not. So I applied this orange here. Sometimes you can mix orange and yellow. Sometimes you can keep your orange like this only. And now I can use more darker color. So I will check which red is working on top of this color. Oh, again this is not working. So the color which was working before, now it is not working because I have changed my another set of orange. So that's the reason we keep different type of reds, different type of orange. You have to keep experimenting. And then I'll use the same. This is a extra soft, so it will always work. So you will get idea over the period of time. You will get idea which pastels are working on top of which pastels. And here this is a point where beginners they give up. Many of my students they face this issue, this layering issue, that my pastel is not working, my brown is not working, my reds are not working. So I just ask them to just find some different substitute of that color. Go with nearby, check which range of brighter shades you have. Even if you don't have red, go with some another. Go with browns, different kind of browns. And this is how we can create poppies. Now I know I worked on these florals, so I know that my this color is softer. It's maroon, it's very soft. My lemon yellow is very soft. My chrome yellow is very soft, and rest these are hard pastels. So my scarlet is working hard and my deep red is working hard. If I'm layering on top of these color, then it's working hard. Otherwise these are soft. So this way you know your pastels. As much as you will experiment, you will know your pastels. So this is how we create the poppies. Now I think we should start I hope you all get idea that how we can do these kind of poppies. Then okay, the bottom part I can use this way. Just to add a darker kind of impression, you can use a dark brown color or you can directly add a black. Or if there is any shade in that poppy flower, so you can directly use your black here and there randomly. Don't try to overdo the process. If you overdo, because we are working on very small tiny area, so it can disturb your whole flower. Okay, so here and there few marks and patches will do the work. And this way, if I add one stem here, on top of it I can add my this olive green and it will turn into a dark. So you don't always have to pick the dark sap green. You can use a combination of your black and your lighter color. Any questions for now? No questions? Okay. So I'll keep this side and we'll work on painting part. Now it's very important because we can separate the painting in two parts. I have background and I have foreground. So first I have to work on background and then I'm going to jump on foreground part. Again you have to do the planning how I'm going to do it. With pastels you have to start from light to dark, just as we go with the watercolors. Same way you have to start with the lightest area. So where are the lightest area? The top section, right? So we are going to start with the top section. And now to keep it secure, what you can do, either you can apply a tape here, masking tape, this much part, or you can just take care of that, that your other pastel is not coming in this area, or you are only, if you are working in this much area, so it should be only this much area. Okay, so I don't want to apply the masking tape because my masking tape is little bit harder, so it will peel my paper also. That's the reason I'm not using. And it's a quick tip that if you are applying the masking tape, I'm not using right now, but I'm showing you. If I want to apply, I'm working on the top section, so I can this much I can apply tape here and then I work on the top section. Okay, and if you think your masking tape is quite hard, what you can do, you can use your blow dryer, you can use your hair dryer, and you can just on top of that area you give a lot of heat and then you can easily peel that off. Okay, that way your the gum, the stickiness will go away, it will melt and you can easily peel your shades. So I face this issue a lot of time when I'm working with watercolors. Okay, so I'm going to work on top section. I will use a lighter color to mark that area. And you decide, first you have to decide that your foreground is more or your background is more. So here you can see my foreground is more and my background is less. So same way I'm going to keep my background less and my foreground more. So just take an idea, and this much I want to add my, is it too bright? So here is a horizon line. I randomly did, okay, so you pick any light color, it's not a problem. So I pick this color. Now one more thing, you know this area is, main flower is here, this is the center of attraction, and I call it a focal point of my painting, because this is the glowing area in the entire painting. This is the glowing part, right, this one. So what I'm going to do, I can cut my masking tape and I can secure that area. Okay. So what you do, you just take a small section of your masking tape and you cut it round. So I have a scissor here, and with scissor I'll just cut that round. Here masking fluid will not work because you will be doing lot of rubbing, so in that case it will not going to work. I have roughly cut this part and I can apply in the center. You have to just check where will be the center part. So it's not at the top but somewhere in the middle. Okay, so I'm keeping here. How you have to check? Just check how much is the breathing space here in the outer boundary and this subject. Okay, this flower. And also check the horizon line. So here is my horizon line and this much is the gap between the flower and the horizon line. So I secure this area. Now it's completely I'm not going to touch this area. Or if by mistake if I work in this area, then again it will not going to affect that bottom part. Here now what I'm going to do, I directly need my white color. Make sure your pastel is quite clean. See. And now with this pastel, okay, one more thing I want to discuss. You need any brush. You use watercolor brush, any brush, but you need one brush. Why? Because pastels are sticky. If you see here and there few chunks of your pastels, you just wipe it off with the help of your brush. If you do with your hand, if you swipe this way, that pigment will stick here. Okay, and if the area is quite bright, so then it will going to affect your work. So simply use a brush and then remove that pastel. You can use any. I'm using my makeup brush. Okay. I don't do makeup that much, but I use my makeup brush for my sometimes watercolors, creating textures. Yes, now what I can do, around this area I will first apply white. So I will go in a small circular motion. What I'm doing, I will go in a small circular motion this way. And just secure that area because it's a quite bright area. This much. So that's the reason I'm securing it with white. Done. And next, what next I can see? I can see yellow kind of tone. Okay, if I zoom it, so I can see yellow kind of tone. You pick any yellow which you selected while selecting your color palette. So I will pick my yellow And before applying your lightest tones, always make sure that your pastels are clean. This is the issue with the glowing areas. Whenever you are working, you have to check every single pastel that it should be completely pure white area or just close to white. Otherwise it looks very disturbing. And around this white I can go this way. See, I'm not pressing too hard. I'm just creating that layer and go in a small circular round motions. And you can even cover the top of this masking fluid, no problem at all. Or even I'm covering the areas where I have applied white. Now why I'm doing this? I first applied white and on top of white I'm using yellow because I have secured that area with first layer and my first layer is white in that area. And if I apply yellow, orange, red, whatever layer I apply on top, still white is there in the bottom. And why we are doing this, we will see later. Okay. So wherever you see it's orange or yellow, I will go and apply in that area. So test all your yellows which you have selected. I have selected this lighter yellow and little bit I have orangish kind of yellow, or it's a chrome yellow. So I'll first clean my pastel. Pick any yellow darker than your lighter yellow. So this is my lighter and I will go one step ahead and I'll pick a little bit darker than my first yellow. It can be anything in your case. And now I am going to start here this way. On top of my first layer, I am just working on top. First I'm overlapping and then I'll go forward. I'll extend. This way. So you can see the now range here. It's a lighter yellow, then little bit more darker yellow. And after this I can use, so wherever you see the bright area, you apply in that areas. So I can see the glowing yellow still here. I can feel the yellow still here in the background. If you see, there are also touches of yellows here and there. So I can extend this, and when I'm going from inside to outside, so this yellow is not that much strong. So what I can do, I can keep my hand light. So apply low pressure here because I don't need that darker yellow. Just with the same pastel, you go out and you apply less. So that means I am applying low pressure here. Even you can see my paper is visible because we are going to mix another color. So that's the reason I am keeping my tones lighter. And now I can use orange on top because I can see orangish kind of tones. So I will use orange here. I think you can see now. Close to yellow, it's an orange kind of tone. So here again with my lighter hand, I'm not going to apply too much pressure. Just with my light hand, I'm applying this layer. Now you know why I'm using this lighter tone, because I have to do mixing with another color. So first few stages will look like it's not working, I don't know if pastels are for me or not, this type of thing. So keep working, keep going. When you will do 3-4 layers, 5 layers, then you will get idea. Okay. And then I have scarlet. So in this orange there is a little bit touch of red. So either I can go with my darker orange or I can use red. Both the way is fine. I have this darker orange, so I can use this one. So close to the outer part, the edges part, it's getting darker. Just to the edges part, I'm applying dark orange. Now you don't have to go in the lighter part. Just be careful about that. It is going step by step. Only I applied the outer part. Okay. And now bottom part, we know it's a kind of purple kind of tone. And it's a warm purple because due to the reflection of sun, it's kind of a warm purple. This tone close to the horizon. So first I'm going to apply that yellow, very less yellow, because I want to layer it on top with my violet color or purple color. So I'm doing very less yellow. So do it mindfully, which area you need, which area is more prominent with which color. So here my yellows are more brighter, so I added more brighter. Here my yellow is less when I'm moving towards the outer part. So yellow is getting less and other colors are getting more. So I'm going to keep yellow less in these areas. So I applied a very less light layer of yellow close to the horizon, and then I'm going to apply this color. It's purple, or I can say the rose pink. It's a rose pink color. And now I'm adding this way. Always go lighter. Don't try to apply darker colors in starting. Otherwise you will not get confidence enough. So first always go with the lighter shades, and then slowly you increase. See, at this stage it is not even looking close to that reference image, right? So at this time, what you can do, just follow the colors which you can see, keep layering, keep adding. And now again, what I'm going to do, I will pick my lightest shade. So in this area, in this entire area, which one is the lightest shade? Which colors we have used? So here in this, I'm just talking about this area. In the background, the lightest color we have used is the center part, right? So it's mostly white or yellows kind of tones. So if I apply white on top of my orange, it will going to reduce the vibrancy of this color. So I can't use white. In that case, what I can do, I can use yellow. So I will use yellow as my blending tool to blend my orange and to blend little bit these areas, the bottom part. So I will pick any of the this yellow. I'm picking the lighter shade which I applied just close to the center part, same yellow, and I'm using it for the blending. So how you will go, just do the small circular motion this way. Don't press hard, just go in a smaller circular way this way, and it will going to blend. So few things we are going to blend with pastels, few things we are going to blend with your finger is always good for blending. Don't try to rub this way, or don't try to go this way. Just use small circular motion. This way you will get a very nice and smooth blending. And few things you have to keep in mind, that if I'm working on my darker area, I'm starting from my lighter tone to darker tone. So what is happening, my pastel is getting a lot of different tones. So here you can see a lot of orange. So I have to keep this thing in mind, that when I go back to the yellow part, first I'm going to clean my pastel and then only I'll work. So today I think we will only able to work on the top section because it needs a lot of layering, right? And the rest one I will share, will do in the next workshop, maybe tomorrow same time we can connect and we'll finish it. See how I'm getting the soft edges, it's blending. So give some time. Even if your pastels are a bit harder, then also you will get the soft blending. Only thing is that you first understand your pastel. And don't press too hard, otherwise again you will see some patches. Keep your pressure medium. And same way I can go with the bottom part also here, and I'm going to blend it.